Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I can remember. But where are those who shared the memory? Hello fellow knights and adventurers, Finn here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. And last time, Sayori returned from her therapy session and everything else went well. And she also reunited with me and Mom C, so it's always good to see them together as a family since childhood. But of course, with our slowly but steady relationship, that would change. And also she mustered up her courage to tell the Literature Club about her depression, and especially Yuri, and misunderstandings aside, all well that ends well, as well. Bygones be bygones with each other. And right now, we're planning to go on a picnic together as a club. So, you guys know the drill. And what time is it? It's Doki Doki time.
So, what's in the baskets, Natsuki?
Food, I imagine. Natsuki rolls her eyes, but Sayori giggles to herself. She's always had a soft spot for my sarcastic humor.
Well, that's a real shame because I actually packed some lightsabers.
Lightsabers? Well, I would wish to reach for mine, but I don't have the power to. I don't have the force to do that, unfortunately.
There's a range of stuff. Sandwiches, bento boxes, soups, all sorts of stuff.
Well, as long as she doesn't carry a blaster, that would be fine by me.
Vegetarian options too, I hope. Psh, of course. What do you think I am, an amateur? Also, if it's not too daring an addition.
Brought some wine, eh? Yuri looks like a deer caught in the headlights. Monica, on the other hand, didn't even skip a beat.
How did you know?
Monica laughed softly.
Come on, Yuri. Do you think I was born yesterday? You tried to bring some at the Halloween party. Geez, Yuri, are you secretly an alcoholic? Of course not. I just thought, well, there wouldn't be anything wrong with a little bit of wine in a social situation. Sorry, I should have learned my lesson by now.
It's okay, Yuri.
You know what? I want to try some too, actually. What happened to being the responsible club president? We're not exactly at school now, are we? And I guess no one would find out either. We should all try some. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, as long as all of us don't get drunk, that's fine because, well, we don't want to get drunk in public, you know. You accidentally drink the whole bottle and start wobbling all over the place? You throw up on everyone here?
Hey, it's not like your tolerance for alcohol is any higher than mine.
What? Sayori, is there something you didn't tell me about your alcohol tolerance? Well, if you guys are gonna ask me that question, and now it's not the time, unfortunately. Oh, it is. The other girls look curiously at me.
Is that so, Finn? So, it isn't Yuri who's the alcoholic then?
Yeah, I've had a drinking problem ever since I was What? Really? At this point, the sake is like tap water for me. You've got to help me, guys. My liver has filed for a divorce, and my kidneys have just taken the kids. Oh no, I can't see the kids again. Dang you kidneys.
Your sense of humor is really weird. It's grown on me, to be honest.
A bit too sarcastic for you initially.
A little, yes.
Well, they do say that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, you know? You do know the person who said that was being sarcastic, right? Before Monica can reply, Sayori pipes up.
Look, guys, we're close. Come on.
Well, it's good to have a picnic with the Literature Club here for once, so... Well, we'll see how this goes, fellow knights. A little while later, the picnic has begun. We found a nice clearing amongst the trees and settled down. Oh, looks like the identical place that me and Sayori had previously, but okay. Everyone seems content with such good food and nice weather. It's a given. Man, I have to admit, Natsuki, your food is on par with my mom's. That's really saying something.
Out of curiosity, where did you learn to cook like this? Ha, about time you guys asked that. It's all self-taught, to be honest. There are some pretty awesome guys on the internet, so I got it from there.
Could you teach us one day?
Us?
Yeah, Sayori and I. Mom goes on about how I should learn to cook, given Sayori as bad as I am with food. I'm not exactly pressed for inspiration, am I?
Sayori is bad with food?
We glance in her direction. She got her hand in the baskets, trying to subtly take a cookie from the box. Upon realizing we're all staring at her, she quickly withdraws her hand, looking flustered.
There was, a spider. Yeah, there was a spider in the box, so I was just...
Trying to eat it?
Anyway, it's all gone now.
I rest my case. Yuri smiles and sits back with her drink in hand.
It's a little crazy to think about how the school year is almost over. Christmas didn't seem so long ago. Have you enjoyed the year, though? Oh, most definitely. Expanding the club, spending Halloween with everyone, Christmas, and now this. I had the pleasure of spending many enjoyable moments with everyone here, and it's something I'm very grateful for.
Well, as long as you're having fun, Yuri, that's great to hear, and I'm really happy for that. Or, well, happy to hear that, really. Me too, Yuri. This was the first time I had fun during Halloween or Christmas. And to think it all came from a little club where people could share poems, eh, Monica?
Of course. When I made the club, I had no idea where it would take us, to be honest. I had high hopes that I would be able to meet other people who enjoyed literature, but I didn't expect the little club to bond so well. I was pretty worried about how we all fare after the festival, though. My hopes were pretty shaky for the future of the club. But I was lucky in that we managed to put it behind us and carry on, which I'm really grateful for. That's okay, Monica. I think we're all a little worried about the club's atmosphere after that day. But deep down, I knew that we wouldn't let it get us down. And look, here we are.
She takes a bite of her sandwich.
If there's one thing that this year has taught me, it's the importance of friendship. Jeez, you guys are really over sentimental, you know that? How much do you even had to drink? Alcohol can make you really emotional? Amongst other things. Huh? Nothing.
Come on, Natsuki, don't tell me you haven't enjoyed your time at the club as well. I can tell that you got a big heart away behind that facade of yours.
Since when did you graduate from psychology school?
Well, I learned that from my mom, so whoop-de-doo. Hopefully in a few years, actually.
Go on then, analyze me. What makes you think I have this big heart, huh?
Natsuki's tone is challenging, but unlike previous instances where she tries to put me on the spot, I have my answer prepared. Well, let's see. Secret Santa for a start. Your gift for Yuri is pretty thoughtful, don't you think? Yuri, Sayori, and Monica nod. You could have just got her a generic horror book, but no, you put some real thought into it.
Okay, so...
You also really helped Sayori pick out a present for me. Plus you helped her make me breakfast. And you made all of this food for everyone here. So yeah, checkmate. I grin at her, causing her to scowl.
You'd make a really annoying psychologist.
I'll interpret that as meaning I do my job then. A psychologist, huh? Yeah, this year has really opened my eyes to mental health, especially with Sayori. Mental health was never really something I paid much attention to. So it's like a whole new world has opened up for me. Sayori shifts over to me and slowly wraps her arm around mine. It's still strange for me to discuss her depression to the others. Not in a bad way, mind. It's just something I've got to grow to get used to.
Just don't start diagnosing everyone with millions of conditions, okay? I heard that future psychology students love doing that.
Can't make any promises. Well, as long as I can help, that's what matters. An hour or so has passed by this point. Most of the food has been eaten at this point, and I've taken to sitting under a tree with my legs pulled up. A cozy, calm silence has descended upon the five of us. Sayori is sitting in front of me, and I have my hands gently massaging the back of her head. The other girls are lying nearby. After reassuring Yuri that it was okay, she pulled out the bottle and shared the wine with us. I'm not huge on the taste, and judging by Sayori's coughing and slight sputtering, neither was she. Given Natsuki looked like she'd just suck on a lemon, it's safe to say that wine isn't one of her favorite drinks either. Oh man, I'll be honest with you guys, the first time I tried wine, or well, specifically red wine, I do not like it, honestly. No, it just doesn't taste good. Oh man, oh man, the memories. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I can remember. But where are those who shared the memory? Granted, Yuri did say that it's an acquired taste. Monica seemed like she enjoyed it, though, and of course Yuri is utterly unfazed. I could understand Yuri's reaction. Monica's was a little surprising, maybe just how different people react. I can see alcohol's appeal though. I suppose if you drink it in moderation and in a social situation, it can be an effective way to promote a relaxed mood. As I'm thinking of something to say, Sayori speaks up.
Monica? Are you going to run the club next year too? Well, I mean, I'd like to. But next year is going to be even more stressful than this one, at least for me. What with those university exams? It would be a real shame if we didn't have the club to look forward to next year, though. Yeah, that suck. Not that we mean to pressure you or anything.
Monica laughs softly.
Don't worry about that. It's only natural that you're all feeling this way. Well, if my other commitments grow to be a little too demanding, I think a promotion could be in order. You mean? Yep. If I'm not around as much as I need to be, then you can run the club next year, Sayori. You're an excellent vice president. Although you'd have to work a little on your organization skills. Me? President? Only if I can commit to it. Don't start feeding your inner megalomaniac just yet. Are you sure I'd be able to?
Why do you think you'd be a good president, Sayori?
Yeah, for what it's worth, you wouldn't be half bad, you know.
Yuri nods in agreement.
You guys are just saying this to be nice.
Not at all, Sayori. You said you didn't want any special treatment, remember? Yeah, plus I don't think it's even possible for Natsuki to give anyone special treatment.
Though I had a really big heart.
Touché.
I don't know, it's just... Well, you're really good at it, Monica, and like you said, my organization is really bad.
Plenty of time to work on it, though. And besides, you've always been a really good people person. You're much better than I am at dealing with conflict. Give yourself some credit, Sayori. That's what I've been telling her for the past few months. Welcome to my life.
You guys really think I could run the club?
We wouldn't be saying that if it were true.
Yeah, I don't just say what people want to hear.
Sayori is silent for a moment. It must be a little overwhelming for her, especially given how she's hearing praise from all of us.
Thanks, guys. That really means a lot. But if it comes to it, I won't let you down, Monica.
Glad to hear it.
You know, will we will we all be friends when we finish school? When we're all at university, miles away from each other?
Sayori looks at everyone, wearing an expression that's a mix between hope and uncertainty.
I'd certainly like to think so, yes. Everyone here means a lot to me, and I wouldn't like to lose what we have.
Couldn't agree more. When I first joined, I was a little surprised on how different everyone was. Not just in terms of literature tastes, but also personalities. Yet everyone was pretty much united over one goal, to share and enjoy poems together. I can see that unity disappearing anytime soon.
Yeah, and this club has always been a place where I could read manga and enjoy it, knowing that people won't judge me for it.
Natsuki's input surprises me a little. I never expected her to join in the rather sentimental mood, but hey, I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, hey, if you remember last time that she wasn't included in the previous discussion, well, she's definitely part of this because we're all the club, or well, we are a club after all, and a big family as well.
It's funny you mentioned that, Natsuki, because Yuri feels the same way. The club being somewhere can be herself, free from judgment. And all I used to think you guys were polar opposites, you've actually got that pretty large common ground.
Both Yuri and Natsuki look surprised at Monika's insight. Now that Monika brought that up, I can really see that her point is valid. Yeah, couldn't agree more on that one too.
Well, perhaps we're a little more alike than I ever would have thought, Natsuki. Kinda weird how that works, isn't it?
Natsuki grins at her and Yuri smiles tentatively back. Man, they've really come a long way since I first joined.
See? This is the stuff I love seeing when we're all together. Everyone getting along and realizing how much they mean to each other. Geez, Sayori, don't get ahead of yourself. Though, going back to your question, Sayori, truthfully, you can't predict the future. There's no telling what things will be like in 2 years' time. I'd like to think we'll all still be friends, but it's anyone's guess. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, look at it this way. If our friendship has taught me anything, it's that if people were destined to stay friends, life will find a way, no matter what. So what if we're all at different universities all over the country? It's super easy to stay connected these days, you know, what with trains and all. Yuri nods in agreement.
I think it's safe to say that we all be here for one another, right?
There's a general murmur of agreement which warms my heart.
You guys better not forget to visit me, you know. Oh, my apologies, Natsuki. We didn't mean for the conversation to exclude you.
Natsuki waves away her apology.
You don't have to say sorry for that, dummy. It's a given that you guys would be talking about that stuff. It's just, well, when I'm in my final year, you guys won't be here. I don't see why we wouldn't visit you whenever we could, Natsuki. I'm sure we'd be able to. As Finn said, we're all rather connected. Plus, I imagine it would be nice to visit our homeroom teachers again.
Natsuki is looking at the floor. She looks like she's struggling to say something. If I had to guess, it's probably some form of gratitude expression. She's never been great with that.
Okay, good. Because, well, I know I haven't said it as much as you guys, but I've had a lot of fun this year too, with everyone here. So yeah, thanks guys. You especially, Monika. I know we kinda don't always agree on stuff, but you've been a great president. Yeah, I agree, Natsuki. The club wouldn't be what it is without all the hard work you pour into it. Sorry for not saying how much I appreciate you any earlier. I always been kinda bad with that. I suppose I'm guilty of the same thing. But now feels like the best time to say it, I suppose. Thank you for everything.
Couldn't agree more with the girls. Thanks to you, I was able to experience something I desperately needed this year, friendship. And indirectly, A girlfriend. Wink wink.
So we have Monica to blame for all the mushy stuff between you and Sayori?
I mean, Sayori as well, but sure. We all share a laugh. Aw, look at all of them. Having a good time. I'm having a good time. Everyone else is having a good time. And that's what really matters. And, nothing will ever stop that. Ever. Ever.
That's okay. Better late than never, right?
She laughed softly.
It hasn't been easy to run or juggle against everything else going on in my life, but I can see it's been 100% worth it. She picks up the wine bottle and pours a healthy measure into her glass. The bottle is then offered to everyone else and we do the same. So, let's share a toast. And I shall move heaven and earth for all of us. Here's to another year of the Literature Club. Another year. We all clink the glasses together and take a sip. With the sun shining, the warm glow that the wine has ignited within me, the feel of Sayori in my arms, and the content, relaxed atmosphere surrounding us. It's bliss, and I couldn't be any happier. A little while later, the sun has started to set, a general air of drowsiness has started to creep in. We started to make our way back home. I'm still in high spirits. Today has been such a good day. Well, I'll see everyone later. I really enjoyed today, Sayori. Thanks for suggesting it. That's okay. Yeah, it was nice. See you guys later.
As everyone heads off, Yuri speaks up.
I should probably get going as well.
As Sayori and I move to join her, Yuri shakes her head.
It's okay. You two have already done so much for me, and after today, I think I'll be okay. So enjoy the rest of your evening, okay? I'll see you later.
She smiles a warm smile at us and walks off.
I'm glad she's feeling better.
That makes two of us. I guess everyone realized just how much the club means to them, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's getting late. We should head back. As we settle down into bed, I feel myself slowly drift away into the dream world. Or at least I would if Sayori doesn't break the silence.
Finn?
If you're asking me for a favor which involves me having to physically move, then it's a no. Sorry.
No. I was going to ask. Are you doing anything tomorrow?
Not to my knowledge, no. Why?
Oh, no reason.
It's immediately apparent that she's up to something. I'm too tired to push it though, so instead I just go along whatever it is. Fair enough then.
Oh, I need to, sort some stuff out tomorrow, so could you pick me up from my house at about 4?
I narrow my eyes at her before realizing she can't see it in the dark. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Sometimes you make absolutely no sense, but I've grown not to question it. Good night, Sayori.
Good night.
And a day ended. That was a really fun one, honestly, and this one has been really, really good. As I open my eyes and slowly grow more awake, I'm suddenly aware of a warmth on my chest. Sayori has somehow managed to contort herself so that she's lying diagonally across my body with her head planted firmly on my upper body. I can feel the warmth of her breath through the fabric of my pajamas. Only Sayori could manage to fall asleep like this. Girl. I can't help but smile while I gently stroke the back of her head. Her hair has always been very soft and pleasant to touch. As I move my hand toward my face to scratch an inch on my nose, Sayori suddenly mumbles.
Put your hand back.
In your hair?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't speak pillow. I'll take that as a yes, though. Speak pillow! Okay, that's something I'm going to add in my language, I guess.
Feels really good.
You're literally like a cat, you know that? A beautiful blue-eyed cat with lovely hair. Okay, that sounded a bit weird, didn't it? Well, as long as she doesn't turn into a Neko, that's fine.
Just a bit. Wah.
She jerks upright as I poke her in the ribs. She's always been sensitive to that.
Finn, I was so comfy.
Sorry. I pull her towards me. Here, you can use me as a pillow again. She grumbles, but eventually settles down once more.
You make a really good pillow.
Thanks. I've been training my entire life in the Human Pillow Championships. I only got 3rd place last time, so it's nice to know I'm doing better now. And not only that, I also built a pillow fort and had some weird imagination or dreams inside it. And I couldn't explain what it is, but let's just say it's completely bizarre. At this proximity, I can literally feel the vibrations from her laughter at my own skin.
Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to sleep.
I don't know, Sayori. If my pillow could make me laugh, I'd be mighty impressed. Maybe you should be a little more appreciative. God.
It's rude to keep a girl from her beauty sleep, Finn.
Why would you need beauty sleep? You're perfect the way you are. Okay, even though I said it, I admit that was pretty smooth. Hey!
Since when did you have such a charming side?
Well, I guess you could call me Prince Charming. Wink, wink. About 4 seconds ago, apparently. Better late than never, right? Sayori yawns, sitting up once more. Even with her hair plastered all over her face and her eyes still riddled with sleep, I don't think it's possible for her to look bad.
Something on my face?
Just admiring how beautiful you really are.
Wow. How am I meant to reply to that?
By flailing, so that I can get further admire how cute you are.
You're such a meanie.
But I'm complimenting you. Would you rather I said you look like an ostrich or something?
Well, ostriches are pretty cool.
And not gonna lie, ostriches are pretty cute as well. And, yeah, ostriches are adorable, I'd say. Okay, but if people think I'm a weirdo for calling you my ostrich in public, I'm blaming you. She bursts out laughing.
I kinda wanna see that now that you said it.
I roll my eyes. You must be the only girl on the planet who would rather be called an African flightless bird than cute or beautiful.
Yep, but don't forget, you chose me.
Let's just go make breakfast. I mean, yeah, obviously. Whoops, forgot to say that. So, what's this mystery plan you've got lined up for today then?
Ooh, that. Well, I want to keep it a surprise.
But you've already told me that you've got something planned, so that's kind of a giveaway in itself.
Oops. Well, you still don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh?
Anyway, we got a lot of time until we have to go. What should we do?
Fancy watching anime? We've been playing games a lot recently. Figured it could be a nice change.
I don't really know any, but sure.
Well, guess we could watch JoJo Part 6 since it just came out. Oh wait, does Sayori know about JoJo? If not, then I guess we'll come a long way, or perhaps we'll just watch Nisekoi or any good ones, of course. Awesome.
That was super confusing.
Yeah, time travel plotlines can get really perplexing. I heard they're really hard to write well. This show pulls it off pretty well, though.
Was it just me who thought that the red-haired girl kinda reminds me of Natsuki?
I can see it. She glances at the clock.
Ooh, I need to go and get ready soon.
You preparing for something like this? Keeping it a secret? You haven't been abducted by the Yakuza, have you?
No, but that'd be kind of fun.
Something tells me that Sayori doesn't know that much about Japanese gangsters.
Oh, by the way, you don't have any dress shirts, do you?
Yeah, I do.
I think you'd look really nice if you wore one today.
So what if you're really saying is that whenever going has a smart dress code? She doesn't answer.
Anyway, I'll see you soon.
She puts her plate away and heads out the door, leaving me to contemplate what she just said. I open my wardrobe and sift through my clothes. It's been a while since I had to wear a dress shirt. It's not something I'd normally wear, but I could tell what Sayori was getting at. Guess it's kinda hard to tell me what to wear when the whole thing was meant to be a surprise. Well then, as long as I'm finding something to wear for, something. A surprise, huh? Well, I'm sorry fellow knights, but we're gonna end the episode right here. But likewise, there will always be another episode. And as for the surprise, I'm not sure what will it be, but if it's something special and such like that, well then, guess we'll have to find out in next episode. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is going to be a real treat or something, but likewise, I'll leave you guys to it. So, if you enjoy what you're watching and like what you're seeing, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. It'll help me a huge bunch in making more content like this. And click on the bell notification to be notified. And if you want to play this mod for yourself, as always, link in the description below. And with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Finn the Dominite signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay awesome and have fun, fellow knights and adventurers.